Alright, by request, we are going to be checking out, when it loads, AJ. Let's see here. Alright. Well, not bad. Not bad at all. Uh, I see basic things. Basic thing one is going to be really big segments in here. Like this one's huge. Like that's the bigger end that you want. You want 2 to 4 different buildings in each segment. Like this is too big. Too many in there. Too many in here. Um, the idea is to put as many barriers between or in the way of clan or of attacking troops as possible, so that way you can get as much DPS on them as possible. Easiest way to do that is with walls. So if they were to break into this center area, they're not going to have to break through many walls to get to other places to attack. Using smaller segments, such as put a wall there, put a wall there, helps out. Yes, it's a little bit harder and takes a little bit more planning to get done, but it is so much better. Uh, what that will also do is making those extra segments will get rid of this wall here. It'll get rid of this wall here. And what you're doing is you're turning your exterior layer of buildings into basically another wall. So for instance, a troop comes up and let's say they drop them over here. They're gonna come. They're gonna start pounding on these. Uh, what are these called? Army camps. This mortar is gonna be dropping shells on them the entire time that they're trying to destroy these camps. They're doing the exact same job that a wall would be doing, which is fantastic. Using your collectors is a great way, is a great method because, well, if you're playing often enough, you're collecting out of your collectors, so it's not going to be much. They're not going to be much stolen from them. Down here, you have this big bomb in front of your clan castle. I would definitely argue against that because the only time there's going to be 2 times that people are going to attack at this clan castle. Time number 1 is going to be farming. They're going to be sending the house after these different collectors. So that's going to be their biggest priority. And then they're all going to be already going to be dedicated towards sending all their army or most of their army. They're also going to probably drop down a couple of archers down here to attempt to get the star, so that they don't lose trophies. And they're going to have 1 or 2 types of people that do that. Some people aren't going to care that much. They're going to really attempt to get as many resources as possible. But if you're collecting stuff, they're not going to matter. But mostly you're going to get people that are dropping troops down here are going to be town hall snipers. And you're going to get a lot of them attempting to get this. They're going to be already dedicated, because this is in here, to dropping 20, 30 troops. So this is just going to be a nuisance on them that isn't going to really do too much good, but it is going to cost you a lot to keep on rearming it and rearming it and rearming it. If it were me, I would find a way to put this behind the town hall. That way, town hall snipers, yes, they're going to get there. They're going to get there regardless. If they drop 1 troop here to try to get it and they realize there's 2 traps, they're just going to drop an extra 30 and get your freaking town hall and get that star. But what it's going to do is going to allow you to get those other guys, like, to still do the use of the bomb of, you know, there's going to be a bunch of troops dropped down here and you're like, hey, I'm going to kill them with a fucking bomb. So once they get through the town hall, then they're going to get hit with the bomb, and it's going to prevent you from just losing a ton of money on town hall snipers who, once they're through the town hall, are just going to quit anyway, so it's not worth wasting a bomb on them. This is my 2 cents on that. So yeah, make these smaller segments, use these outside shields. This outside wall right here is pointless. It really truly is. Yes, it helps a little bit, but I mean, the only thing that's really pecking at anyone outside of that is going to be this tower right here, which is very minimal extra damage for this massive wasted resource. But yeah, other than that, good. Just, I would change those few things. Let's take a look at your war base. Alrighty. So, again, this right here is just completely wasted. I mean, this will do very minimal good, if any, and that could be used to do so many better things. So, I mean, maybe dividing this into 2, or just putting another wall in there, or this is huge, putting a breakup wall inside of this, or something. There's plenty more good that these walls could do besides being out here. So if you end up with that, figure something else out. And like this extra bit right there, get rid of that. Yes, it's there, but it's going to be doing no good. It's actually doing negative good. So bad. Because it could be a trap if it's not there, and you could worry some people, and they have to find a way to deal with it. Putting in, while density is a big, huge thing, also putting in small holes of empty 2x2 spots isn't a bad idea, because then people are left guessing where traps are. Yeah, so with this, I like the centered clan castle. Like your most powerful tower, keep it in the middle. I would probably pull this guy over to here somewhere, or further down, because these are all, if you just drop a lightning spells here and then bring dragons this way, these are going to get wiped out pretty quickly, and it's a good idea to have these guys separated a bit further than how close these two are together. This should also be a priority to upgrade. If anything else, to get it to look more like this, that way people at first glance don't realize there's a weakness right there, because that signals to me weakness when I see it under leveled, and because it's wooden, not black, so it looks underpowered, so I know there's a weakness on that side, and I'll come in. What else? Pull these out further. You don't need your storages in the middle in a war. Pull them further out, and use this extra space that you're going to clear up in the center area to better distribute your air defenses and splash defenses in better triangle formations. These right here are taking up space that could be much better allocated and much better used. The rationale of having these on the outside, I mean, benefits if you were to drop, say, if you want to come in to attack this way, you're going to have some troops turn around and come back. But the negative is all it takes to counter that is drop a handful of archers outside of there, and now these are just wasted spots. I do, if you have no obviously better spot to put them, I do like kind of putting the builders' huts in corners to possibly keep that third star on a good dragon attack that they forgot to take out the corners, and the dragons are super slow. But having these on the outsides, I would argue that it would be better to pull this guy into here. That way he's being covered by this archer tower, and when troops are attacking this, it's eating up DPS time, which is, as I explained before, a good thing. So yeah, little things to work on. Overall, yeah, the basics. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, everyone has little things that they can change and add up on. Let's see this most successful attack on you and what they did. Alright, see, dragon attack coming from over here. And they're using rages. See, they saw this weakness in here, and they wanted to attack at it. They honestly dropped their rages way too early. This first rage could have waited until in there. Second rage could have been dropped in there. And a third rage I would have dropped somewhere around right now, and these guys would have been able to push that way possibly. So, oh, it has a fourth rage too, wow. So yeah, the rages were dropped way prematurely, or else this probably would have been a 3-star. So that's one of the other benefits of pulling this back over here and moving that a little bit away from the main one, because those dragons just plowed straight into it, where it would have been a lot harder if they had more buildings to go through. Yeah, we can tell how that one ends. Let's see, what are some of your attacks? Well, that was a defense we just watched. Alright, Philip Taylor. Let's see how you attacked Philip. Alright, coming in from the top. Took out that, obviously. Did not lower the clan castle out. I'll always try to lower the clan castle out. It's always going to be a good idea. Because this dragon's wiping out your Valkyries. But if you could have... I always tend to have at least a handful of archers or little guys with me to lower the clan castle. Because you could have attacked over here and brought that dragon up, and then brought him up here more, and then instead of having your dragons half preoccupied and all your Valkyries getting slaughtered down here, if you would have brought that dragon up further up into here, dropped your couple dragons, that dragon in the clan castle would have been gone damn near instantly, and you would have been able to attack through, and your Valkyries would all still be alive, or would have been alive a lot longer. And yeah, man, it looks like you just had some shitty luck with this. They're not attacking into it. How did this go down to a 2-star? Oh, I'm gonna guess that you ran out of time to get up there and get that. That has to be what happened. Yeah, see, I was talking a bit ago, right? You had exactly what I was talking about, where this time, yeah. That's another good idea of why I keep a handful of archers on me, because just dropping an archer here, dropping an archer here, and dropping an archer up there. I mean, if your main attack was coming from up there, you don't have to worry about it. But that would have been a 3-star if you had just dropped one archer there at the beginning of the map, or at the beginning of the match, just dropped an archer up there, and you would have had a 3-star. So my first things on almost any attack I do
is take care of any corners with quick archer drop, lure out the clan castle, take care or see what I need to do with what's in the clan castle. Sometimes you have to deal with it, sometimes you can't, and then go. But corners and clan castle are the first two always. All right. Well, looks like the game is not responding very well. Hey, I got more people on review. Seriously right now? Let's see if I can make it do something. Damn it. Well, I guess it's a lot lagging because, I mean, look at... Oh, well. Let's try to reload it because I want to see if I can get that last attack of yours in. Or your first attack, I should say. Two-star on Key Tonic. Alright, how do we go about this? Alright, we got our Valkyries and we got our Barb King down here, taking out their air defense. Dragons up there, that's an interesting choice. Rage spell would be fantastic right there. Would have probably pushed these dragons down into the air defense. Oh, that was crap luck. Damn, air defenses. Alright, so you brought your heals with you, which I like heals. Yeah, that rage that you just dropped right there would have been perfect for up here. When I like to use my rage spells when I'm doing mass drags to push my dragons towards the air defenses and get it quick. So when they were stalling right here and you had this air defense going, I would have dropped the rage so that way it would have got them, even if they kind of went to the side a little bit, dropped it somewhere right in here, or a little bit up so that way they can get it and kill a clan or town hall quickly, but pushed them to it really hard. One thing that you were going to run into with this, no matter what, was going to be you had this guy here, and I can't see how, like, unless you got lucky with your Valkyries getting up there and getting to it, how that would have done anything, and then that would have taken you out. So from the beginning, I don't know if you could have done much more than a 2-star with this attack. My plan of attack with this would have been more of a, what would I have done? I think maybe because they had one air defense out here, drop that, take that out with a handful of archers, and then 3 lightning on this air defense, and then maybe push down here with my dragons to hopefully get into that. The problem you're going to run in with this is maybe the dragons splitting, because obviously what happened where they went this way down there. But if you could have dropped most of your dragons here, they would have come down, use that rage to get them into this, because if you have all 3 air defenses taken out and you have a good amount of dragons, unless you're out of time, you're pretty much going to wipe out their entire base. So drop all your dragons here, or most of your dragons here, let them go down, try to push them into that. If they get it, fan-friggin-tastic, you basically just won. If they didn't, then you have maybe have an extra dragon or 2 in reserve that you could drop up here that can come straight down and get it once your other dragons tend to clear out the corners, because then you can come straight down into it. And hopefully you'll have another rage spell that you can push them in. Wait, no, you won't have a rage spell. You're lightning down here. So, yeah. They should be able to hopefully get into it, because this guy will already be distracted pounding on these dragons that went to the side. That'd probably be my plan of attack to dragons at this. I've never actually used Valkyries with dragons, so I have no idea how I would go about doing that. But yeah, I tend to stick with 20 to 40 archers, 8 or 9 dragons, and a clan castle with a nice high level dragon in it. But yeah, not bad. Little tiny things you could do. You got your 2-star, which is fantastic. Had some bad luck, but everyone does. But yeah, good one.